issue with Liverpool is that we know how Liverpool are going to play, and we know that if Liverpool get an early goal, then it can be lights out for the opposition. Equally, I think we've actually seen two faces of Arsenal this season. Personally, I don't think Arsenal will sit back. I think Arsenal will go for it, will try to impose themselves on Liverpool, and I think we're going to get a high-scoring slugfest, personally, and maybe Liverpool to nick it.
Oh, Gab's going for a 6-5 to Liverpool's. Shaka?
No, I'm going to go the other way. I just feel Arsenal better defensively, and that's a relative term right there between these two. I think Liverpool certainly have more firepower going forward, but Arsenal not far behind. And as a result, I give Arsenal the edge.
What's the score, Shaq?
I'm going to go for 3-1 Arsenal.
Wow.
Could it be that Arsenal's best performance this season was in a loss to Manchester United, where at times they were dominant in that game, where they had Manchester United in a position where Manchester United had to defend, and then they got cut out on the counter? Maybe you learn from that experience if you're Arsenal, that you can be that good, that you can be explosive, that you can create chances, but you got to take advantage of the chances. And you cannot expose yourself in the back line the way that they did. I think Arsenal can match Liverpool offensively. And I also think that Arsenal is better defensively than Liverpool. I am taking Arsenal at home 2-1.
Wow.
I think they just have the edge to be being at home. Going to be, very exciting. But I'll go back to my original point. I think the protection in front of both back fours is going to be key. So team selection, will Klopp play the fabulous four up front with Coutinho playing in the middle of the park? I don't think he will. I think one of those four guys will have to sit. I think Ronaldo's got to come in. Oxlade-Chamberlain, after his man of the match performance, I think will keep his place. Henderson does a great job in there protecting. So it is going to be a fabulous game, but I do think that Lacazette, Ozil and Sanchez will just tip the balance.
What's the score?
You hate Liverpool.
What's the score,
2-2.
We lead the line.
3-2 to the Arsenal.
3-2. John Cross, UK journalist, very close to Arsenal, reporting today that Alexis Sanchez will be moving to Manchester City in the summer for £400,000 a week. It's not bad, is it?
Very nice.
Do they need him? Does it get into the starting 11 at the moment, Alexis Sanchez? It seems a strange question to ask, but...
I don't think they need him. It's nice to have him. The problem would be if Alexis Sanchez is not getting start after start after start. If he's not a consistent starter for Manchester City, does he then become a disgruntled player? And does that then become a situation that is it's unnecessary for Manchester City? If you have a team that is flying, the way that Manchester City are, the last thing you want to do is change something that also modifies the dynamic of that locker room and the relationships within that locker room. You have Leroy Sané playing at a high level, Raheem Sterling playing at the best level that we've seen from him. Do you really need Alexis Sanchez? I think the answer to that question is no, but it's a nice piece to have if you can get him.
I think what he does, I think it's a fabulous signing for City, because I think what he can do, he can push the likes of Sanchez. His best position is out wide for me.
Does he get in the City team at the moment? As it stands, does Alexis Sanchez start?
Well, if everybody's playing at the level that they're playing at this moment, no. The answer is no. But I still think it's a good signing from Guardiola.
I don't think we know whether City really need Alexis Sanchez until the Champions League gets going again, which I think is why they want to add the likes of Alexis Sanchez in that squad. To answer your question, Dan, if January 1st, for argument's sake, Alexis Sanchez signs for Manchester City, I don't put him in the squad January 2nd. I just feel the team are playing too well right now. Things are just swimming along quite nicely. No reason to upset things in that regard, not this soon.
Manchester United have the least number of days off during the festive period compared to any other side in the Premier League. This is a very objective piece full of facts from United. It's not subjective at all. Shaka, do you have any sympathy for United?
No. 12 months ago, we heard exactly this from Jurgen Klopp, and I had no sympathy for Jurgen Klopp then either. I mean, I'm a year older and a year wiser, but still a year just as stubborn. I'm absolutely not at all.
They've got a point, though, haven't they?
Do they?
Of
No.
course.
No, they don't.
It's been going on forever, though, Dan. I mean, since the game started, this is a key.
Just because it's been going on forever doesn't mean.
Well, how are you going to change it then? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Extend the season? There's a World Cup coming up. You can't do that. So it's been going on forever. You've got a massive squad. Every squad gets injuries. So you've got to be able to cope with it. How do you do it? You manage your training, you manage what you're doing in training with the lads, and then you've got to get through it.
The reason Manchester United will not win the Premier League this year is not going to be because of whatever, the Christmas schedule, the festive period schedule. It's already done. It's already too late. So whatever complaint you're having about how this is going to affect you going in the future, it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. You are already 11 points behind, and that had nothing to do with the festive period. I don't think there's anything here for Manchester United to complain about.
Top 10 then. Mauro Icardi.
Icardi, yep, can't stop scoring goals at the present moment. Absolutely love him.
Over Morata.
Morata, for me, what he did at Juventus and what he did at Real Madrid and what he's continued to do at Chelsea, link-up play and scoring goals, I like this kid. I think he's got a massive future.
All right, keep it going. Benzema.
Well, when he plays for Madrid, everybody around him is the focal point of the attack. Everybody seems to click in around him.
Okay, keep going. 7.
Aubameyang.
Wow, better than Morata, better than Benzema.
I know that
better than Icardi.
some people have issues with him between his ears.
They don't want to buy him, do they?
But I think that this guy will go. He scores goals for fun. Has a fantastic resume in the Bundesliga.
Higuain at number 6.
Higuain, look, for club, he's absolutely sensational. Scores goals everywhere he's been. Yes, he struggles a bit for Argentina, but I just think that when he went to Juventus, he transformed the side.
Varney only 5.
Wow.
Goodness me.
Well, I like what Cavani does for both club and country. I just think that he has got the total package as far as his hold-up play.
But he's only 5.
Well, apparently not.
Okay, who's 4 then?
Well, the thing is, when you talk about Harold is scoring goals and has continued to score goals. Everybody thought he'd be a one-season wonder. He's absolutely not. He does everything for me as far as closing the ball down, link-up play, the first line of defence for Tottenham. He's absolutely terrific.
Suarez then at 3.
Well, you can't leave him out. Everybody thinks he's not doing so hot this season, but he's still a threat. Everybody has to take care of him. You've got to factor in that he's playing through the middle on his own. I think he does a sensational job. He's a constant threat to any defence.
Right then, here we go. Controversial.
Wow.
Number 2. Kun Aguero struggles to get in the City team at times.
No, he would never struggle to get in my side. When he's fit and when he's firing.
Wow.
Left foot, right foot, taking his pens, doing whatever he needs to do on the football field. There's not a defender in the world that wants to play against Aguero.
So who's won? Lukaku?
Well, that's one of your better jokes. One of your better jokes, Dan. But it's Mr.
Thank you, Paul.
Lewandowski. Look, to me, this guy, club and country, he does absolutely everything you want. Left foot, right foot, score with his head, his link-up play, his hold-up play. He's fantastic.
It's all about that top 5. It's all wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, Aguero's too high. And not because I don't like Aguero. It's just you look at Sergio Aguero and you made the point. He's not even first choice at times for Pep Guardiola. And if that's the case, then you cannot be in the top 5 strikers, because that also gives you an idea that perhaps he hasn't been as consistent as he was in the past, in years past.
He doesn't even start
He's in the
internationally.
rotation. He's in the rotation.
With the
So
rotation.
the second best striker in the world doesn't warrant a guaranteed start.
Dan, you asked me who are the top strikers. I'm telling you, Aguero. You ask all the managers in the world, they'd take him today.
I would put Aguero.
They would take him in a heartbeat.
I would put Aguero even behind Cavani. I would push everybody up.
But that's why it's opinion. That's why it's football. I'm telling you, if Aguero comes on the market today, they're all in for it.
Should Lukaku be in that top 10?
Ahead of who?
There you go. Good question.
I'm not sure who he gets in ahead of, in all honesty.
Look, the thing with Lukaku, and look, we've discussed this at length on this show. I just feel at the present moment, with everything that he's got coming, with the service coming in from, Rashford and Lingard and Martial and so on and so forth, Pogba, I just think his conversion rate is not at that level yet. Maybe it will be.
No,
He's still a young kid. So, you know, I didn't put him in my top 10 purely and simply because of those reasons.
Let's get Gab involved.
Oh, why not?
Shall we? Gab, what do you make of the old top 10, particularly his top 5?
Yeah, I have an issue with Aguero there as well. And look, and you can say it's because he doesn't do the things that Pep wants him to do in terms of pressing and being part of that whole collective thing. But yeah, no, right now I don't think he belongs that.
Meanwhile, Gab,
I'd have Suarez,
just take a moment.
higher.
Should Lukaku be in the top 10?
I don't know who I'd put out, and I was thinking, you know, there's a lot of strikers outside the top 10 who I don't think are far off where Lukaku is right now. Whether you're talking, you know, guys like Alexander Lacazette, guys like Njeko, in terms of their productivity right now, you know, they're all in the same sort of ballpark. So for me, no.